You have to love camping in small town Nebraska. I got this. Folks, how's it going? We definitely have an adventure for you on this one. I'm in Weeping Water, Nebraska, and I'm hoping to show you folks some of the history of this town. It's really interesting to me, all that they have going on here in Weeping Water, and it's really cool. What we're dealing with right now is I just had a city guy down. I'm in this campground, and beautiful spot, only person here, couldn't be better positioned. The only issue we're having right now is none of the boxes have power. And I can probably get away without having power tonight if I have to. So I'm going to stay here. The city guy and Vince, I believe was your name, thank you so much for coming down. And they have an electrician actually coming. And that's what I appreciate with small town Nebraska. Couldn't be more welcoming and helpful. We have a big dog electrician on the way. We'll try and get this resolved, and hopefully we have power tonight. And as you can see, I had a great fire pit. I think this is my electrician guy here now. So I'm gonna put the camera away, and hopefully next time you see me, we're plugged in. We'll see what happens with this. Thanks for coming along on Van Camp 402. I've got Jeremy's scooter on our adventure, and we're gonna go explore Weeping Water, Nebraska. Come on along. Well, folks, we have power. One of my issues, I think I might have a bad, how stupid is that? I have a bad phone charger. The only thing is, the other city guy was just here and he couldn't get it to work either. So I'm claiming maybe there was a little something going on. I always hate making folks, and Travis from Travis Electrical, let's give them a shout out here. Man, that guy drove down from Springfield. He was here in 15 minutes looking at everything. Travis Hans, lighting and electrical. If you're in the Weeping Water area, great guy. I couldn't have been more happy with the service. Folks, we're in camp. I gotta go get paid. I did plug in my big extension cord just to double check, and that all worked just fine. We're gonna make a camp. We got it. Got to keep it positive, right? When I pulled in, and this was another thing when I pulled in, but over right along the lake was where I wanted to camp, lakefront property, and I pull in and all those are marked off as closed. I was like, God dang it, just getting kicked everywhere, you know. But I think we've resolved our electrical issues, and as I'm looking, we have some bugs in the air, so I have to do the screens here or something. I'm gonna get set up with camp. It's been kind of frantic here for the first hour of trying to get set up. I really want to just get on that scooter and go, and we'll do that shortly. So I'm gonna finish getting a few things set up and we'll check back. Thanks for sticking with. All right, we're plugged in, we're set up. We've got Jeremy's scooter. Jeremy, thank you again so much. I always have a hard time with the code to get into this thing. You have to like, cool, we got it, first try. Let's go get registered and get our tag real quick. And there's something over there I want to show you. I want to give a quick shout out not only to the city of Weeping Water, but to Susie. She, I believe, is with the Historical Society or Historical Renovation or something. Folks, it was so cool. Let's just hang and talk for a second. I usually try and reach out to these towns when I'm doing some stuff. I just want some background. And the folks at City Hall couldn't have been nicer. And they directed me, and I want to say the lady's name was Joyce, at the library. So I call the library. Weeping Water has a lot of history, like I said. They have these cool markers all over town. They're blue. I've been through Weeping Water before, and I'm like, man, that's the history of the town is really interesting. They have this map, and Susie came down and restocked this map box for me just yesterday. So Susie, thank you. And folks, we're gonna go, let me show you this better. Probably go back to the van. we're gonna go cruise these sites, and I want to show you a little bit of the history of Weeping Water. It's really interesting to me. Thanks to Jeremy and his scooter, I don't have to walk this whole thing. It's like a 3-mile loop, and we're just gonna buzz around real quick. Excited for this, and again, thank you so much, City of Weeping Water, and all the folks that have helped me today already. Small town Nebraska, you just can't beat it. I've got my tag, we've got everything ready. Run back to the van and let's start our adventure. All right, we're back at the van. A little bit more controlled environment in here with the wind. It's windy today. That was the reason I chose this particular campsite. I'm using my van to block the wind so that we can have a fire down here later. Vince just stopped back with the city. He's like, I just want to make sure you're okay. Man, folks, small town Nebraska, you know, you don't get hospitality like this anywhere. And to have people like double checking to make sure I had power and make sure I have a good experience, man, that's worth its weight in gold. He even said, he's like, hey, if you need some firewood tonight, give me a holler. So Vince, thank you so much. Really nice to meet you. Folks, let me show you his card real quick. This is Vince's card. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this. Feel free to hit pause if you need the number off there. He makes handcrafted bows, and then he also does wood carving. So if you want to check his stuff out, it's lures, custom wood lures. If you're into fishing and hunting, check this guy out. Couldn't have been more solid. I did want to show you while we're here out of the wind, here's our map. And man, it's really cool. They have all these places we're gonna hit today. Then give you a little map here. Hopefully you can see that okay. But we're gonna go explore Weeping Water a little bit. I need to throw a camera over my shoulder. I am gonna lock the van up. We are in a city park, and man, there's a lot of, I call them looky-loos, looping around. So a lot of side-by-sides and a lot of people fishing and walking. So I'm definitely gonna roll the windows up and lock the van while we're gone. I'm not worried about anything, but just to be double sure. We're gonna get our adventure started. We gotta go explore the town of Weeping Water, Nebraska. Hopefully they're ready for Van Camp 402, right? Good times, folks, and I'm in a great spot. I'm a big one on a feel and a vibe and a campground, and I've been wanting to get down here. It's not very far from my house, and when I stopped here before, it was about 2-3 months ago, the place was packed. Just didn't want to stay here, and now the place is empty. Rock solid. We're in a good spot. Our first stop on our adventure is literally a walk away. We didn't even need the scooter on this one. Weeping Water was originally known for an ice house, and they had a lake that they would cut ice and transport it. And folks, for these blue signs, I'm gonna hold the camera up to it for a second, and if you want to pause the video to read what it is, I'm not gonna read you every one of these signs. We got a nice little spot here. I'm gonna swing you guys around. Here's the sign, and here's the view of the creek. I was looking at this, I'm excited for sunset tonight, and hopefully the way the sun falls, that it will come right down, and I'm hoping for a good solid sunset line on this creek and make for a good picture tonight. So like I said, we just walked over from the van right here, and that's our first stop on the blue signs of Weeping Water. Let's get on the scooter and go explore. There's some cool things I want to show you. Our next stop is the site of the first cabin. This was one of the first homesteads here, and I'll show you folks if you want to hit pause here. So kind of a cool history with some stolen horses, and this was in May of 1856. So we got some old-time stuff here. Let's grab our map. I knew those two were, and we're still just in the campground, so let's consult our map and see where our next stop's gonna be. Oh, we got to go hit the old tree. Brought my camera. I want to do a couple of pictures of this really cool old tree. That's our, well, we got sniped on our way here. The Gibson house, constructed locally of manufactured brick with limestone, and it's a Georgian architecture with an Italianate style. I'll show you this, folks. Really neat old house right here on the corner of the main drag. I'm not sure if folks live here or not. Should we go knock and see? I'm just kidding. This is actually on the National Historic Register. Just love the architecture and the look of it. Man, they don't build stuff like they used to, do they? And actually, folks, our next stop, there's the tree. We got to go check this tree out. That's cool. This is a northern catalpa. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. This one was, what did it say? It was planted around 1910. And you can tell, man, it's a beautiful, beautiful old tree. How cool that it's stayed and they have preserved it this long. Man, you can see the trunk. Look how big the bottom is here. Just absolutely massive. And I'm guessing this tree could tell a story or two, right? Had a few things go on. All right, our next stop, I think we're gonna head towards the cemetery, and there's some really cool steps I wanna check out. So we're just right across from the post office here, and let's keep cruising around. Well, if you read the sign, we are at the Oakwood Cemetery steps. We got to climb them, right? You have to. It says there's 74 steps to the top and a 70-foot change. Let's go see what the cemetery has to offer. I can make it. I know I can make it. I got this. Well, this isn't creepy at all. All of a sudden you duck into the forest. What's really cool is the limestone. See all this rock along here, and this is all over Weeping Water, and that's it's very well known for its quarries here. Whew. Man, this sucker's steep. All right, we're almost there. We got this. Feels good to be out and moving. Being in the forest a little bit, this is kind of cool. All right, we're at the top. Wasn't too bad, to be honest. A little out of breath. I worked out earlier today, I'm tired. So we're at the Oakwood Cemetery in 1870. And there were actually, that's when this was established, but there actually were graves here before then. Here's the sign. Beautiful cemetery. We're really high up on this hill. It's hard to portray. Well, we just climbed all those steps. You can barely see right down there is the lake and the park I'm staying at. And we've come up, 100 feet, just real short time here. So I'm not gonna shoot the cemetery too much. I do wanna capture some stuff on these stairs. I think I'm gonna catch my breath first. First things first. My next stop's gonna be, and it's something I really wanted to show the channel. It's called Swedetown, and it was actually a little village that wasn't connected to Weeping Water at the time. And we're gonna get over there, and there's some cool stuff over there. First we're gonna do, let's do some pictures. make sure you pause that and read about this bridge. It's kind of a cool old thing. We are walking on it right now. Walking up here. This is one I wonder if we could get Stinkleberry on this thing. I bet he would decline. Oh, yeah, it's a suspension bridge. That's cool. But we're just here looking over the creek. If you read the sign, it talked about there was a little settlement on this side of this creek and those kids couldn't get to school. So they put this suspension bridge in for them. We are now standing on it. Just cool, all the stuff down here. I'm going to swing you folks around. All right, we made it across safe and sound. I do have to go back to the scooter. Man, that scooter is a blast. I'm zipping all over this town and not having to walk all this. I mean, it could have been done. It just wouldn't have been very much fun. This is making it a blast. All right, we're going back onto the bridge. Love this, how they did the crosses here to make it all stable. Yeah, just put another wire up there, Bob. It'll hold. All right, we got one more stop on the tour, and it was something I found very interesting and wanted to share with you folks. And then I'll be honest with you, I think we're gonna head back to camp. It's been kind of an afternoon trying to get checked in with the power and all that. That ate up, about an hour and a half, 2 hours of my time, which is no problems at all. Really nice folks and great to talk to people. But I just want to get back to camp and get stuff set up. And my point is, get down here and explore this yourself. Weeping Water is a really neat little Nebraska community, and I highly recommend it. We're gonna go through downtown on our way back to the van, and I'll show you folks that. But for now, we got one more stop. It's over on this side of the town, then we're gonna head back to camp. So if you read that one, there was a POW camp here, and they say it's right behind. There's a barn right here, and evidently the shop building for that was right behind, and then this was a POW camp. I have since talked to a couple of folks, and they said that it was actually kind of beneficial to the community. The prisoners would actually work in town and help out on farming and those types of things. It ended up being a good relationship. It's interesting, man, they would transport German POWs to the middle of Nebraska. Something I did not know. Hopefully you paused it and read that sign. It's really kind of interesting. It had to do with Roosevelt's New Deal program. It seemed like everything worked out. We're gonna cruise back to the van, and thanks for taking a tour of Weeping Water with me. This has been kind of fun, and now we get to just enjoy camp a little bit. Take this main street back down, and we'll stop in downtown real quick. I'll show you a little bit of that. Really cool architecture down there, and then we'll be back at camp. I'm ready. So we have made it to downtown Weeping Water, thanks to the scooter. You can see there's a houseware store here. There's a lot of little shops. There's a dentist, and you have a lot that to offer. Oh man, oh no. There's a blue sign right across the street. Let's go check that out real quick. Yeah, so this structure was built in 1903. You do have to watch right here. This is kind of the main highway, comes through downtown. So it isn't quite as tranquil as you would think it would be. I'll cruise over the next block real quick. we made it back. That was a cool trip. One thing I am gonna do here in a little bit is got to throw the drone up for a second. It's nice just to sit for a second. I'm gonna get the firewood out and also a couple of chairs, and we're just gonna enjoy camp here for a minute. It's nice just to slow down for a second and appreciate the quiet. Nice being the only folks in camp. This campground is busy. Like I said, it's a city park. It has a lot to offer for folks, so there's a lot of folks here, which is okay. I'm glad I didn't bring the dogs though. They would pretty much have to be on leash the entire time. A lot of kids riding bikes and people walking and those types of things. So it was a good decision not to bring them. They would have loved it. They would have loved hanging out here, but we're going to hang out in camp for a minute, get some firewood out, get the chairs out, and I'll see you in a little bit. Good place to be. Thank you, Weeping Water. 2 thumbs up on everything here. Just having an absolute blast. I had to throw my sweatshirt on. The temperature is dropping pretty rapidly, which is very normal for springtime in Nebraska. I have not started the fire yet, and there's a reason for that. And there's also a reason I haven't told you about dinner yet tonight. We are gonna visit a local establishment, and it is literally that building right there. It's about 300 feet away. We're gonna walk over and get dinner in Weeping Water tonight. I figured support the local economy, and also it's literally right there. We're just gonna walk over and I'll show you what's up. As you can see, they do have bathrooms here. We are in off season and they are all closed. The water's all turned off. With how great everything's been here, I'm gonna give them a conditional 2 thumbs up with the support and how much they made sure everything was okay. Those gotta be clean bathrooms. So, all right, we gotta make the trek across the highway here, and let's get some dinner real quick. All right, so we're scampering back to the van. The Dairy Suite, just so you folks know, does not take cards. He said it's either check or cash. He did give me a little hard time about camping, and I'm like, well, man, I've talked to like 9 city people today. No one has once said I can't camp. And he's like, no, it's closed October 1st or something, November 1st, something like that, whatever. I'm like, well, not trying to break any rules. So, and I've literally talked to the city. I don't know, he was very hung up on that. Hopefully the food turns out better than the hospitality, maybe, huh? Yeah, just my first interesting interaction in Weeping Water. He was kind of browbeating me a little bit. So, all right, I got to grab my checks real quick and we're gonna scamper back. Checkbook is secured. We are heading our way back. Good thing it's close, right? And what a great option while you're camping right here to have a dairy suite right there. I asked him what their specialty was. I was kind of thinking I was just gonna have a burger and fries, but he said the chicken strips are the best that they usually have. Chicken strip basket with coleslaw and fries. We'll see how it turns out. All right, we're keeping her positive. Let's keep this moving forward. We have had just an incredible time in Weeping Water. I'm greatly looking forward to a fire tonight. I was thinking about it. We haven't done a campfire in quite a while. The winter storm, I've been up at the cabin, to Florida. It'll be nice to sit around a fire tonight. I will definitely appreciate that. We just got done at the Dairy Suite. 2 thumbs up on the food. Couldn't have been better. It was warm, fresh, and there was a ton of it. I think there were like 8 chicken strips in there or something, which was way more than I needed, but man, it was really good. Even though I got browbeat over camping, we had a good meal. The cost was like $12.50 or something like that. Like I said, they don't take cards, so make sure you have a check or cash. We are just scampering our way back to the van. And our next order of business, and like I said, folks, I've been waiting for this for a long time. We're gonna have a fire. It's an absolutely beautiful spring night in Nebraska. Let's take advantage of it. It's good to be out. Fresh air feels so good. The campground and the city has kind of quieted down quite a bit. I don't have any people in the park right now, which I appreciate. All right, let's get back to the van and get our fire started. If you can't tell, we got a great fire going here tonight. I'm just gonna hang out. It's gonna be a little quiet here. I appreciate that. Listening to the traffic go by. Of course, I'm watching a little bit of YouTube in camp with my JBL speaker, which is really enjoyable. Very, very quiet out here. Once the sun went down, all the fisher people and all that cleared on out.
I brought a Guinness.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
It's March, you have to have a Guinness.
Heck yeah. Well, I got the camera running. Folks, the Scooter King has shown up.
Hello, folks.
This is Jeremy, and so nice of him to allow me to use a scooter. And as you folks saw today, absolute blast, and made a huge difference in my camp. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Help.
Yeah, the channel thanks you, actually. It enables me to go explore. It would have been probably a 4-mile walk, and I just scooted around.
That's lots of fun to zip around on that.
Oh man, yeah. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
I told him the last time I borrowed it, I'm like, I gotta buy one. I'm hoping a sponsor, if a sponsor's watching, love a scooter. All All right, we're gonna hang out for a little bit. Jeremy drove all the way down from town. We'll check back after a little while. Good morning, folks. Well, that was cool having Jeremy stop by last night at the fire. Jeremy, thank you again for the scooter yesterday. That thing, absolutely amazing. Man, we had some storms. It's springtime in the Midwest. I had to grab all my chairs and all that stuff. We just had some stuff like move in and develop right above me. So thankfully it wasn't anything too severe, and ended up just being kind of a nice rain. A lot of lightning though, so that was cool. We got to get teeth brushed here shortly. It's our next step. It's funny, I just stepped out for a second. Forgot I was in a city park. Some guy's standing there with his dogs right outside. I was like, oh yeah, I'm in a city park. It's quiet here. The only thing you get a little bit of road noise across the way there, but other than that, super nice. And it's 75 degrees in the van right now. Couldn't be nicer. Had a really good sleep, to be honest with you. All right, teeth brush and coffee. Let's get this thing rolling. Good morning, folks. Man, just beautiful out. It's super warm. I'm in a t-shirt. Feels great. We need to get our coffee going. Like I said, in there, the campground was really quiet last night. You do get some highway noise here, and it's not bad. Just have a little noisemaker or something. And quiet and serene is our campground this morning. Oh, cue the gravel truck. Not too bad, but that's kind of the noise you get with the cars coming in. Sorry, I got stuff all over me probably. All right, let's get a cup of coffee going here real quick, and then I got to get on the road. We got to get home for the puppy dogs. It's always amazing how good coffee smells when you're making it in the van. It just brings that aroma in. Super good. I'm ready for a cup. Almost done. Perfect. Cheers. Man, it is a beautiful morning. Got geese coming in right over my head. You're not going to be able to see because they're flying right into the sun, but they're right here. Wow. Yeah, it's just beautiful. It feels like a summertime morning. It's really weird out. 75 in the van. It's got to be 65, 70 degrees outside here. Yeah, it's 70 degrees in the van. And we got a whole flock of geese coming in here. Can those guys be more noisy? There's a noise ordinance. We're in town. Yeah. All right, well, as you can see, I got most of the stuff battened down last night before the storms came in. I just need to get the firewood that I didn't use. We had to shut our fire down a little early. Firewood and the table inside. Then we're getting on the road. That's it. That's all. Weeping Water, Nebraska. Thank you so much. 2 thumbs up. The hospitality, that was what was over the top with all the electrical and all that. Anybody at City Hall, if you needed something, man, called and had an answer right away and helpful. Just nice when folks want to showcase their town. And what a town it was. How cool were the blue signs? Get down here yourself. Like I said, we only hit maybe, what, 6, 7 of those, and there's 16. stop, and I believe downtown in the gazebo, in between those old buildings, there's a packet for those maps. And then also here in the campground, there's a packet for those maps. Susie, thank you again for refilling that. That made everything so much easier. You could just look on the map and know exactly where to go. So instead of driving all over town looking for those. I'm gonna get my stuff packed up. Folks, I salute you. Thanks for coming along on the ride. Have a safe week, and we'll see you on our next adventure.